Pisces, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your April reading. I am going to pull you an oracle to start off with to get an overriding theme for this reading, an overriding message. Then I should pull some animal tarot, my Orion's animal tarot, and an affirmator from the affirmation deck for you as well. This reading is for those that most need to hear it. If it resonates with you, my darling, you are hearing it within your divine design. And if it does resonate, or I resonate as a reader, thank you so, so much for all of your likes. I so appreciate them, for your wonderful comments. For those of you who have subscribed, become members of this channel, have mentioned me, I am so grateful. And my gift back to you is my pay what you can 30-minute online readings. And the details and link to my website is in the description box below, my darlings. So this is for Pisces, for those that most need to hear the message. Thank you. These cards have come out for you. You have got, now this is very interesting. It's similar to one of the other readings I have just done today. Both these cards have absolutely flown out for you. You have got Judgment and the Phoenix has come up. So what I'm receiving with this, and it's all about a relationship that says unity here. So I'm going to read this one for you first. This is number 34. This is about a growth that you're experiencing this time with regards to a relationship that is something that is destined to be and is intended to be one of stability in your life. But in order to do that, 3 and 4 together, it is about the period of time, this time now, with Judgment and the Phoenix, that you are reflecting on this relationship. It says a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So your perception of this at this time, and look at this book in the Judgment, with the Judgment card, things are actually moving much faster. The pages are turning really, really fast. Things are moving fast within this chapter of your life, despite perhaps your judgment of it, despite perhaps your frustration with it, despite, and it's also to say, despite you feeling that you want to jump through to the next chapter as well, really, really quickly, and perhaps miss out this chapter in its entirety. It's a very important part of your journey with this relationship, with this unity here. The union of, unity, the union of, the combining, the coming together of two in a way that is divine. It is full of peace. It is full of hope. It is full of renewal, something that perhaps was a past relationship or that has a renewed sense of purpose, a renewed sense of being. It is something that has visited you before, but it is something that is going to renew in a very powerful way. It's a little bit like when you go to auction houses and they have items of beautiful things that are older and have a story to tell. Okay, so you both have stories to tell. I'm not saying you're old, I'm just saying there is a lovely expression called as found, and it is something that is very beautiful as it is, and it is the renewed understanding, the renewed faith, and a renewed perception of that item that perhaps others didn't see the beauty of it and didn't want it, so they gave it away to auction, and you see the beauty of it, you see the appearance, you love it just as the way it is. So whatever this experience is teaching you, it is to bless what is being presented to you. It is a gift to bless this person wherever they are in their life, because it's where they're meant to be within their life. Excuse the analogy of the auction, but it's what's come to me, and I feel that you will understand that. It is, the value of someone is always through the perception of the eyes of another, and this is a time of divine understanding. So the universe is asking you to not judge yourself in this situation, not judge where you are, not judge the other. Judgment is not for us to do, and it only causes us resistance. It only causes us a sense of displacement, a sense of exasperation, a sense of frustration. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. To soul search literally is to be open to the answers. What you seek, you will find. When you knock on the door, it will be opened unto you. So continue, perhaps at a very fast pace that you're doing this soul searching at this time within this relationship that is challenging you, perhaps confusing you, perhaps making you question your deepest motivations. It's a really interesting thing when the relationship with another encourages us to perhaps read the situation in a slightly different way. This is a fairy tale. There is lights. It is beautiful. That is definitely a book that you are leaning towards, yearning to know the answer, learning to know what the end of the book is all about. But you know what? It's a lovely thing. I think Alan Watts once said that it's about the story. It's about how you are, who you are becoming within this story. And you can play many different characters and be many different characteristics within this story, but it's about the embracing of each and every one of these chapters. And Alan Watts didn't say that, but what I'm going on to say that he did say is that we don't go and listen to, if we were to go and listen to a wonderful symphony, we don't go and pay tickets to go and sit and listen to the last chorus, the last note, and all go, oh my God, that's wonderful, that's wonderful. It's the enjoyment of the book. It's the enjoyment of the song. You don't read the end, and how would you know how the story has evolved? And you may be in a very difficult chapter at this time, but this too shall pass, and it's passing much quicker than you think it is. But it's in that soul searching, it's being open to the answers, which I feel that you are doing, because already it says, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So crisis management is when people stop and take stock of something and they manage it. They take a response to what has been a crisis. And I feel that you are doing exactly that. You have done a little bit of crisis management on yourself, on the situation. And it says, be prepared to be renewed. You are rising up out of this in a very different way, fueled by a different desire, fueled by faith in the situation, faith in this person, faith in the unity of the relationship itself, and not wishing to get drawn into the debris of it, what has been burnt away, what has been discarded. You're coming up refreshed and renewed from this with a completely different perspective, the phoenix rising up from the ashes. And that is number 2 and 5. And that means there is change, big change around you at this time. And it's because you are desiring for it to be so. And it's about you opening your arms wide and embracing the future rather than resting in the burning embers, literally, of the past. Something new is coming out of this collapsed structure that has been this relationship. It is an old structure, and now you've got the creation of a new one. So embrace it all. Seek and ye shall find. And going back to here, 1 and 4, new beginnings made from a stable openness, an approach to things. And 1 and 5 again is change. So try not to be judgmental of yourself. Again, try not to be judgmental of another. All of that is creating resistance within the unity of the two of you. And there is here something that is very protected by both of your souls. Okay. And it is, Spirit is asking you, this is a time of divine understanding. What does that mean? It means, because it's divine, it's unconditional, it's blessing it. There is no right, there is no wrong with where you are, with where they are. It is to stand in a place of truth and see the underside of it as well, understanding, to be non-judgmental, to be compassionate, to be kind. But that also means to yourself, my darling, not just to another. But it is a time of renewal. Okay, and there is hope here, and peace. Peace is true happiness. Peace is surrender as well, isn't it? And you radiate and attract great love. It's coming to you, my darling, because you are embracing who you are now. You're not seeking love. You are love, and you're choosing to give it. And you're choosing to give it in a very powerful, beautiful way. So wonderful, wonderful start to this reading for you. Let's have a look to see what Orion's Animal Tarot says to you. Thank you for Pisces, for those that most need to hear it. Thank you. where Pisces is right now. What seeds are they growing at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Well, my goodness, the World and the Justice card has come out for you. I love this. And the 9 of Cups. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is the overriding energy. Is this a Labradoodle? You're in an energy with this 9 of Cups. It's very sweet. I love it. You're in an energy, my darling, in an emotional, spiritual, and healing energy of one of understanding that you can have. It's like a satisfaction, a contentedness of understanding that your wishes are coming true. And this is all okay where you are right now, this 9 of Cups. It's like dogs teach us, don't they? They sit and they're always in the present moment. I mean, my 3 tend to always be in the present moment, except when they want food. And then they just stare at me. So, and their clock tells me exactly when it's food time. So there is a sort of, and it's the same here with this dog. It's sort of staring there and it's satisfied and it's present and it's stating and it's knowing it's going to get the attainment of his goals. It just has a knowing. It knows that his owner is going to feed him at a certain time. So there is within you a sort of blissful state of anticipation of the attainment of the goal that you have with this unity. And that's a wonderful energy to be. But it's also saying to me, you're very much being in the present moment at this time, and you're not in any state of lack of feeling about it. Of course you're not, because you're the phoenix rising up from the ashes with this. And you've got the World card has come out. So this World card, oh, sorry, I've just had a message come through. I always forget to turn my computer notifications off. This World card talks about the harmony and the balance that's between you both in this unity. The koi fish here represent also just abundance going forward. You know, you're going to find this harmony, this balance, this peace, this understanding. You're already well on your way to the completion of that, my darling. And this is that sort of ending and the pause time before this phoenix rising up from the ashes. Okay, this is this wonderful time of the World card that Spirit's giving you just a little bit of a downtime. Oof, a little bit of a wow, that was a bit of a roller coaster ride, but isn't this amazing where I am now? Okay, and this is all about the wishes card, as above, down below. As above, down below. It is done. It is taken care of. Okay, it is the awareness that you have already the attainment of your goals within the 5D. It is that completeness, my darling, that spiritual awareness, and about what you've learned through this experience, and what you're sharing about what you've learned and what you've gained and what you've gladly lost as well. And the two of you are very much connected within this completion of a cycle that you've just been through. And my goodness, and out of that comes the Justice card. So this Justice card is about you finding out your own real truth, discovering it. It's that fulfillment, that balanced fulfillment, that balanced perspective, that balanced wisdom, my darling, that changes everything for you. It's about understanding that all is unfolding according to divine law for you, which is always fair. Wisdom, represented by the owl, wise, intellectual, spiritual downloads of matter, of importance. Why is wisdom so important? Because wisdom of matter is matter in Latin for mother. Wisdom is nurturing. It is about growth. It is to encourage you. And this situation has been such an extraordinary teaching tool for you. And look at your keen insight and your foresight and your intention and your will and your desire, my darling. Despite you've got both the sun and the moon card, I feel here, it's like it doesn't matter whether it's day or night, you are spot on. Whether in the dark or in the light, you are spot on with your intuitive awareness of the situation, and all is unfolding according to the spiritual laws for you. Everything is in balance. So that is where you are. What an amazing space. Let's see what is blossoming in your life. Thank you. Thank you. For Pisces, what is blossoming in Pisces extraordinary life this April? Thank you, Spirit. Or whenever you're guided to see these readings, because my readings are timeless. What is blossoming in Pisces life at this time? Well, yeah, the Empress and the Moon. Oh my goodness, my darlings. I mean, look at you go. Of all the cards I've pulled out, I have got 4 major arcanas, the World and Justice. And now we have the Moon and the Empress. So let's talk about, this is 2 moons here. First of all, coming back to, there is a blossoming, a growth of your connection with yourself, your growing belief within yourself, the growing courage, encouragement that you're giving yourself about doing something wholeheartedly at this time, perhaps something new with the Empress, that is encouraging you to face the unknown in a very different way, because the Moon talks about unseen paths, things that you've not yet come across but are destined as part of your soul's meaning purpose. And there is a full encompassing embracement of that. Okay, it's really important. This is a direction, my darling, that you are taking at this time. And it's a direction that is very empowering for you for a new beginning. There is either the birth of something new, could literally be the birth of a child, but it can, it's the birth of something that it has life. It's going to give itself life. It's going to help nurture. It's going to help grow. And you're going to help grow and nurture it through your entirely embracing of it, my darling. So, and this is something that is coming into life, all right? And then you have the Empress as well. Oh, sorry, I've done it the wrong way around. You have the Empress here. Sorry, this is the Moon as well, okay? So something that's coming into life, all right? The Moon is about something coming in. The Empress is about something coming in. It's something that is abundant here with the bunny rabbit that is jumping for joy. And so there is this kind of, how do I say this, Spirit? They're saying, keep embracing the unknown, keep stepping through that fear, keep trusting that everything that is destined for you is coming in for you. And I'm talking about this Unity card here as well. I'm not quite sure what this card is, what this bird is here, but I know it's because it's blue, it's talking about the power of how you're communicating and what you're doing and your commands to the universe right now and the embracing of it all. And this is just a wonderful, wonderful message of what is blossoming in your life. Trust your abilities, trust your growing skills within those abilities, all right? And with the Moon card here, just run with it, okay? Even though there are unknown variables that are happening the whole time, run with it, because when you're acting in a way that's running spontaneously and being life itself, then what you're doing is you're in a vibration of being life itself. Then the universe responds like a magnet to that. And then you create the coincidences in your life, the serendipitous moments that are just a reflection of you being in harmony with the universe. So continue to do exactly what you're doing at this time, the Empress and the Moon. And let's see what your challenge is, what to spring clean at this time. Thank you for Pisces, to spring clean. A little challenge, a little moment or two. What is their challenge? Not going to be a big one, I know, but what have you got? Okay, so 7 of Cups and Temperance. The 7 of Cups, first of all, very sweet. What is this fish? Please do tell me. I think your 7 of Cups can be perceived as the card of confusion. Confusion comes when we don't understand our deepest motivations. What is motivating us is this time? So you are being encouraged within this little challenge that Spirit is setting you to think about what is motivating you at this time. What is your deepest, deepest, deepest motivations for this relationship? When that comes to light, if it hasn't already, then suddenly what was confusion becomes choices and possibilities. There are all sorts of different ways of approaching this, and each and every one of them is a right way of doing it. Each and every one of them will give you a gift, some form of emotional fulfillment. Some may just pass you by and you may not notice them. It doesn't matter. I think you're concerned and worried about perhaps missing things or being frustrated with yourself and not grabbing certain opportunities if they has arisen. But perhaps it was just in the acknowledgement of the opportunity that's passed that you've actually grown and learned something. Everything's as intended to be. And Spirit is asking you to have temperance, to have that infinite patience that comes from infinite wisdom, that comes from infinite intelligence, divine source wisdom. The Crab, you are being encouraged to move sideways. Okay, you're not being encouraged to move in a straight line as you might otherwise expect or want to go. The Temperance card is also to say to temper, to moderate, perhaps some things that you're doing at this time that is causing a little bit of frustration. I come back to you rising up and away. This is a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. So try to have, as you have so in so many aspects and so often, because this is just your little challenge, this is be prepared to be renewed. Okay, so you've already done so much work on this, but this soul searching will bring you inner peace to your life. I feel the challenge is perhaps to let yourself move this way. There isn't this way of doing it. It's to be open to other alternative opportunities with the Seven of Cups that you don't see as blockages, you don't see as so much as things stopping you, you see them as a way around. If the universe is blocking that way, then look to the left, look to the right. Be open to other ways of this unity, this relationship coming into being. And just be prepared to trust that there is a sort of form of alchemy that's happening at the moment with this Temperance card as well. Okay, there is this form of, how do I say this, Spirit? There's a form of infinite patience and balance and kind of not rushing. This isn't a rushing energy with the Temperance card. It's all will be well. All is unfolding according to your law of attraction, your law of non-resistance, and just to allow it to unfold the way it's meant to. So just have patience, that infinite patience that we all go, oh my goodness, but it's trusting in a force higher than us. It's trusting within our divine design. So let's see as well what to embrace, okay, to what to embrace, what to welcome in, what to hug, what to nurture in your life. Thank you, Spirit. And I do feel you're going through, this is a huge period of readjustment for you. It's an interesting thing that through your contemplation and reflection of your experience, you are very much moderating yourself now. There's that lovely balance that's coming in. So what to embrace? Interesting. I love this. It's very interesting energy that's come out here. You've got the Fool card, you've got the Three of Cups, and you have got the Five of Wands has come out. Now, remembering wands are about your motivations at this time. It comes back to your motivations, change in motivation, okay, about where you're driving your attention and your energy forward at this time. It is to say, my darling, that in the drive, so this is what to embrace, the understanding that as change is happening, there may be complications, there may be conflict at this time, to embrace all of it with the understanding it's teaching you something, and that some things have to break, some things have to fall away from your life in order to encourage new growth, new motivation, new movement forward at this time. There is a breakthrough at hand I'm receiving. And to be very relaxed about this new cycle that you're coming into, to be chilled out. You see this lovely, what is it? It's like a little lizard there. Just trust, okay? Trust in the choices that you've made. Trust like a child would trust in the spiritual laws of the universe. It's having utter trust in the imagination of it. He's kind of just been born, but he's got his eyes closed and he's dreaming. You know, there is no rush with this. And I'm noticing almost these leaves or the breaking of the shells looks like love hearts, doesn't it? It's the dream of it. It's the embracing of the dream of what is, and what you are in a state of adoration and appreciation of, the new life, the renewal of. That's what's so powerful at this time, and the joy and the fulfillment that comes from that celebration of all there is, the celebration of love within this too. So all of this is leading to this unity. I'm going to do one more card for you for the unity card. Thank you, Spirit. Any other messages for the unity? But don't rush this story, okay? It's going fast. It's going as fast as it's going. And that's pretty fast spiritually. But don't rush the story. Don't rush the story. And if you were you walking into a cinema, having seen the end of the story, but not having watched the whole movie, you would be wondering why there may be tears at certain points, because you were thinking, well, it is happy at the end. This is going to have a happy ending. But it's your perception of it that's going to shift things for you. And I feel you have it already so much that there's this tiny aspect of you that is it's the impatience of a child wanting their ice cream or wanting their sweets right now. But then you've got that lovely dog wherever he is. Where was that lovely dog? Where is he? I thought there was a lovely doggy. He's gone back in the deck. Isn't that extraordinary? Who, is looking to say, you know what, all is well. Thank you, Spirit. I trust that was with this. I'm sure that was with this reading, the little dog. Isn't that funny? Maybe he's slipped underneath something. Thank you for this unity card. Last message, please, for Pisces. Thank you for renewal, peace, and hope. Because you are radiating and attracting great love. It's not saying you will, you are. The work you've done on yourself is now becoming a reflection of the relationships that are coming to you. Thank you, Spirit. So what have we got? We've got too many cards, but do you know what? We've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, but let me just do one card, please, Spirit. Thank you for the unity. Okay, then. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, I understand. Thank you. So there is a message coming to you. I don't know what little bird this is. Again, please tell me. There is a message literally winging its way to you energetically. It's on its way. It's within your aura. It's within your space. And it is somebody delivering a message that is swift. Maybe this is a swift, but they're swift. It's fast. It's somebody who can communicate very, very well. Somebody who is intending to deliver a message that is of healing, okay? Four of Swords, healing. Somebody who hasn't been in a rush before, because actually they've been doing the right thing and focusing on themselves and hanging out by themselves, just like you've been doing exactly the same thing. But now with this Knight of Swords, they're coming away, they're coming away from experiences, with understanding of experiences that have given them the power to communicate in a way that they haven't been able to communicate before. And it is a beautiful, and you've got shooting stars coming through with this as well. And there's a keenness and an urgency to it as well. That's why the pages of this book are turning very fast. So it's beautiful, my darling, and it's healing communication that's coming in. It's healing words. It's the power to change. It's movement that is affecting and cutting through a lot of the what's been stuck between you, is what I'm receiving. So there we are. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Be prepared, rise up and away and receive this message, my darling. So much love to you. I look forward to doing your May reading in the next sort of 10 days or so. In the meantime, I do the weekly, daily short kisses or the daily reading alongside your weekly reading. So check those out if you haven't already. If you would wish to have a personal reading with me, the details are in the description box below. And I look forward to doing another reading for you soon. In the meantime, have the rest of a beautiful day, my darling. So much love. Bye-bye.